My name is Piotr Naskrecki. I am Half-Earth Chair, and I also direct the E.O. Wilson Biodiversity Laboratory in Gorongosa National Park in Mozambique. I believe that a project as ambitious and as important as Half-Earth will succeed only if it is able to take full advantage of local taxonomic expertise, local conservation expertise, and especially in those countries that combine exceptionally high biodiversity and relatively low or nearly non-existent biodiversity exploration and documentation infrastructure. One of such countries is Mozambique, where for the last 7 years I've been leading the effort to comprehensively document the species richness and ecological complexity of Gorongosa National Park. As part of the process, we created the Wilson Lab, which I might say is probably one of the most advanced biodiversity research laboratories on the continent. And throughout this process, I have had an opportunity to work with some of the brightest, most enthusiastic students and young scientists that I've ever met. But they need our help. And so soon I will announce the Half-Earth Project Fellowship in Biodiversity Exploration and Taxonomy in Gorongosa National Park. This fellowship will achieve several goals. First and foremost, we want to increase the number of Mozambican taxonomic experts and conservationists. We'll achieve that by inviting them to 2 to 6 month long visits to Gorongosa, where they will work side by side with invited taxonomic experts to prepare them to become independent researchers and explorers of Mozambican biodiversity. We are hoping that this fellowship will also allow some of the students and scientists to further their education and academic careers. And soon you will meet some of them, including Ricardo Guta, who is our newest Half-Earth scholar, who will soon be attending Cape Town University, where he will study taxonomy of insects and conservation of invertebrates. And I also want to say that during this fellowship, these Mozambican taxonomists will help collect and build biodiversity data sets that then will feed directly into the map of life, which is one of the principal tools of the Half-Earth projects. And while we will start in Gorongosa, these new taxonomists will continue their work throughout the country and eventually across the entire region. They will also act as mentors and role models to future generations of biodiversity conservationists and taxonomic experts. As Half-Earth Chair in Mozambique, my goal is to create a lasting, meaningful change in the way taxonomic and other biodiversity data are collected and made available. I hope that a few years from now, Mozambique will be the center of taxonomic expertise for at least several understudied groups of organisms, and that the data that this project generates will become a critical step towards the success of Half-Earth.
My name is Ricardo Guta. I am a Half-Earth scholar and also an entomologist and research technician at E.O. Wilson Biodiversity Laboratory in Gorongosa National Park. I study insects, which are the most diverse organisms on the earth, and because they are so tiny, there are still a lot of species that have not been yet described, and some of them face the extinction before being discovered. I'm very fascinated by studying insects because they play a key role in natural and anthropogenic ecosystems, such as participate in the nutrient cycle, pollinate plant, dispersal of seeds, and maintain soil extraction and fertility, and control population, and provide food for other organisms. My main group of study is Orthoptera, such as grasshopper, katydid, and cricket. In this group, I'm investigating their taxonomy, bioacoustics, and phylogenetic to understand the biogeographical distribution of their species and use this information for conservation purposes. I'm now applying to master program in conservation biology at Cape Town University in South Africa.
My name is Norina Vicente. and I am a Harvard scholar. I am a zoological research technician in Gorongosa National Park, and also I am an entomologist in training. My group of study is insects which people are not used to see them, and this group are ants. So ants have a great role in our ecosystem, not just for our ecosystem, but also for ourselves. My goal is to become a taxonomist and ecologist. I want to follow area which study the ecology, evolutionary, and conservation, because I believe that we cannot protect something that we don't know, or maybe protect something that we even know that exists. We know that in these days we have a lot of species that are undescribed, but also we have species that are undescribed and are already going extinct. So that's why it's so important to come up with taxonomy, because with taxonomy we can describe all the species that we have. But better than that is to adopt strategy to protect them. So I think with that I can help in terms of contributing of taxonomy of ants, but also other organisms, to better protect them.
My name is Gledis da Conceição. I am a master's student and I'm also a half-earth scholar. I study ecology, taxonomy, and biology of mammals, especially a group of organisms that are misunderstood, but they play an important role in ecosystems. These organisms called bats. Bats are a very good seed dispersal and also are very good pollinators. They can help us to restore forests, for example, Gorongosa Mountain. Also, bats are very good pest controls. Despite use insecticide, we can preserve or we can conserve bats and their habitats. For example, the bat can help us to prevent malaria because they eat mosquito. Next time when you see a bats flying around your house, don't injure them, don't kill them, because bats are our friends.